Donald Trump right there in his first major speech of the general election, laying into Hillary Clinton for, we saw it, 40 minutes, calling her in many different ways a world-class liar, saying that she's only out for her personal gain, not out for the American worker or for the American voter, and also saying that Hillary Clinton may be the most corrupt person ever to seek the presidency.
Yeah, this was a speech with broad, sweeping statements like that. This will be a speech that is fact-checked by the media. He said things that were not true in some cases about his support for the Iraq war or his opposition to it, the timeline there, same thing with Libya. But this was undoubtedly a speech with discipline. It was a speech with a message, and it was a speech designed to frame the entire election. Probably the first general election speech he has given of this campaign. We have a team of reporters and analysts standing by.
We've got a lot of folks around the table here with us right now to discuss as well.
I think when Netflix ultimately delivers the documentary on the Donald Trump campaign, it's going to be called Parade of Lies. This was just one falsehood after another, starting with the charade that Donald Trump somehow is a huge supporter of LGBT rights. He said it again and again and again. This is a guy who has said fundamentally that he wants to overturn the single biggest civil rights decision ever in the history of the LGBT amendment. It's absolutely true.
He had people on his list of evangelicals yesterday that are some of the foremost people who are against gay marriage, and he's welcoming them into the fold. That in of itself undermines
that. But that's commonplace for the Republican Party. Honestly, for some, I work on LGBT issues on the Republican Party, and Donald Trump actually is the best Republican LGBT people will have ever seen. He said Caitlyn Jenner. No, it's not. I understand it's not. No, but actually, he said Caitlyn Jenner can use any bathroom she wants in the Trump Tower. He has affirmatively used LGBT in the wake of Orlando in a way defending sort of the fact that the LGBT community is persecuted. No, you haven't had a Republican candidate do that ever.
And at the same time,
when George W. Bush left office, people loved his foreign policy, didn't they? They thought we were really doing well in the Middle East. Do you really believe that?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm pointing to you,
and
5 examples.
But you see one thing that he did not talk about at all.
He didn't talk about.
He did not talk about his economic plan
ISIS
at all.
is contained. This has not happened.
He did not talk about his economic plan at all. The fact that everyone from Mitt Romney to the Chamber of Commerce to Elizabeth Warren to Moody's has said his economic plan that would cut taxes for millionaires, that would give $3 trillion away to individuals, that would give $2 trillion away to corporations, while at the same time increasing spending on the military, increasing spending on Social Security, increasing spending on Medicare, would drive 3.5 million people out of work and lead to an economic contraction. You have no significant policy details in his speech whatsoever. And frankly, his delivery when he reads from the teleprompter, he doesn't even seem like he believes what he's saying.
Well, I will only say that Hillary Clinton's given 2 speeches over the last 3 weeks that were exclusively about Donald Trump and not about her own policy. She is going to give a policy speech today, but they're talking about each other, not their own stuff a lot right here.
10 seconds. What's the first thing you want to hear out of Clinton's mouth?
I would say she needs to just continue to go forward and lay out her plan for the American economy. Ignore Donald Trump. I'd say to my friends Joseph and Margaret, don't fall for it. He'll disappoint you. And with Marco Rubio's announcement, we're seeing the revolt, down-ballot revolt, for the control of the U.S. Senate. Mitch McConnell and the rest of the Senate Republicans are going to abandon Donald Trump.
Thanks so much. That's all for us at this hour.
Legal View with Ashley Banfield starts right now.